The matter I want to dwell on this afternoon is one of emotional and seriously heart-rending. I just took time to go through the comment section over some of the voice notes that were released just a couple days ago, and there were things I got that caught my attention so badly, and I wasn't so happy at all. First, I got this message. My uncle was rushed to the hospital yesterday after hearing the updates about the machine breakdown on the disbursement issue. He is in a coma now. Then another person also said, honestly, God saved me because of high blood pressure. 2 people had a stroke yesterday because of the news and are still in the hospital. There are so many other questions and possibly some submissions, but these 2 or 3 these are 3 submissions that really bothers on my mind, and I felt something I need to take it up. I think this was the aftermath of that Kendra message that came on machine breakdown, which was not true after all. Okay, I believe that this is more than just a delay. This is more or less like a human tragedy. We are no longer talking about systems and equipment. We are talking about people's lives, families torn by anxieties and dreams hanging in the balance. And this is why it's so important for those who are responsible for the grant or the disbursement to realize the weight of their words and actions. Every false promise or misleading update doesn't just break trust, it breaks hearts. Now, someone asked also in that vein that, are you sure that after fixing the equipment, disbursement will still start from the 29th? Well, we prefer answer to this in the first place. No equipment broke down in the first place to begin with. Now, that statement concerning the hospital case, the stroke matters, the high blood pressure, you could see that from that tone, they carry pain, they carry frustration, and a deep sense of betrayal. Now, when people are told one thing and reality begins to reflect another thing, it becomes a heavy emotional burden. And if there truly was no breakdown and the explanation was just a cover for delay, then this is not only irresponsible, it's inhumane. Yes. But I want to proffer an advice and encouragement for everyone. To everyone listening to this now who has been affected emotionally or mentally or physically, please take a deep breath and understand this, that your life is worth more than any grant or financial promise. Your health and peace of mind must come first. Take care of your body. Please, take care of your body. Avoid overexposure to bad news. In fact, limit how you often check for updates if they are causing you distress. Possibly talk to someone, whether it's a friend, a pastor, a counselor, or anyone who can offer a listening ear to you and support. Most importantly, keep faith, but apply wisdom. God has not abandoned you, And I repeat, God has not abandoned you. Sometimes He allows delay not to destroy us, but to redirect us. He allows delay to grow our patience or reveal truth in our lives. Support one another on this channel. Support one another emotionally, physically, spiritually. This is a time to check on those who are quiet. You know why? Depression is silent. Depression is silent. And the last step towards destruction is when you begin to see people begin to be silent, or they just find a place they just walk away from the people and they're on their own. Pain often hides behind a smile. So it's important that we lift each other up. Channel your waiting into purpose. While you wait, start planning. Start learning, connecting, and preparing. A blessing that is delayed is not a blessing that is denied. But don't you allow your hope to be hijacked by rumors or manipulative updates. Now, to those who are handling these disbursements, to those at the zeniths of power, know that your silence, your excuses, and your deception, if that is indeed what it is, they are not harmless. People are collapsing. Lives are literally at stake. If nothing else moves you, let this truth touch your conscience. Your decisions are affecting lives in real time. Please, act with transparency and urgency for the sake of the masses. To you, possibly listening to me right now, and everyone that is affected by this, you would rise above this. Take that from me. You would rise above this. What you're facing now will become a testimony later. Don't let this moment break you. Let it rather build you. You're not alone in this. Keep praying. Keep holding on. And most of all, keep living. Your story doesn't end in a waiting room, because better days are coming. Better days are coming. And in this vein, I want to still proceed to send a formal appeal to the management and coordinators of this grant and disbursement initiative. It's a forwarding of a formal appeal. And this is to whom it may concern. Whoever is meant to hear this, please, it is addressed to you with deep humility and a heavy heart. I send this formal appeal on behalf of many affected individuals and families who have been emotionally, physically, and psychologically wounded by the ongoing uncertainty and distress that is surrounding this delayed disbursement process. As of today, several lives have been critically impacted due to the prolonged silence, unclear updates, and inconsistent information provided regarding the grant of financial empowerment we have all faithfully waited for years now. An elderly uncle was rushed to the hospital and is now in a coma after receiving news about a supposed machine breakdown. Another beneficiary narrowly survived a high blood pressure due to emotional shock 2 individuals reportedly suffered strokes linked directly to the anxiety and frustration that is caused by the latest of disbursement news. These are not just rumors or numbers, they are human lives. They are dreams and destinies hanging in the balance. This situation has far surpassed financial delay. It is now a full-blown public health concern that demands both empathy and immediate accountability. Therefore, I respectfully and urgently request that first, there should be clear and truthful communication regarding the real status of the disbursement process. Secondly, a realistic timeline, not based on rumors or shifting dates, but on confirmed measurable progress. We need to know. Thirdly, a public assurance and leadership accountability so that the beneficiaries are not left in confusion, in fear or despair. And finally, we demand emotional consideration for the thousands of people whose mental health and well-being depend on the outcome of this long-standing promise. We understand the technical or administrative setbacks that may arise at different times, but what we cannot endure is misinformation, deception, or silence when people's lives especially are literally at stake. Let it be known that this appeal is not said in anger, but in sincere desperation and collective heartbreaks. I urge the coordinating bodies, the leaders, and stakeholders who are involved in this project to take swift, honest, and compassionate action, because history would remember how this process was handled, not just in words, but in the lives that were touched and either restored or broken by the outcome. Please, let integrity lead the way forward. Respectfully. This is coming from Prince Isits channel on the behalf of concerned and affected beneficiaries. Thank you very much. And that takes me to some other questions that were also raised from the channel. This is Samuel Gabriel, who says, this thing is becoming unbelievable. In 2020, federal government disbursed palliatives to staff of private school in just one push for 3 months. Why is this taking so much excuses? The big boys' disbursement didn't have a hitch. Why the masses' time? This is serious. If you ask me, Samuel, now who I go ask? The matter of concern. I can't explain. See, your guess is as good as mine. And why does it have to come to the masses? We hear of alleged plunging into the treasury and taking funds to be restored back. Don't forget that we had something like that some months ago also, that the treasury was plundered and returned back. And we are hearing something similar right now, that it was plundered again and returned back. Well, Osim clarified that was a big fat fake news. So, but if you ask me, why does it have to do with the masses have to be on the waiting line for so long? Okay, let's pick another person there. Okay. I think it was Reverend Elibo who says that in the midnight of Tuesday that disbursement would happen. Today is Friday, and I was saying to Reverend Elibo specifically because of the status, it would be good or nice not to attach a timeline in the Grand Ecosystem unless this is heard directly from the county director. But if it was your source that gave you that reminds me, there was one guy some time ago who talked about, who was in a group, I think it was the admin of that group, and he said if disbursement does not happen tonight, then I'm going to close down this group. Then he said a lot of things that should happen to him, because he was talking from the reliable source, from a very confident side. But disbursement, we are still looking for it. It has not happened. That was the last I heard the voice of that young man, because I guess he just felt so frustrated and he went off the blues. Now, a lot of us are standing because our confidence is a long-range vision. I don't understand whether you know what I'm saying. It's like faith. Faith is a long-range vision that it has a lot of things encompassing. A lot. As I'm in expectation, you're in expectations, but the way we look at these things from different angle differs. I'm able to stand today very much standing because I'm not setting my heart or my mind on a specific date or timeline. If you do, you get disappointed in Grand Ecosystem. And if you speak it based on time, you get disappointed also in Grand Ecosystem. So why would you do that in the first place? Open up. Let it be a long-range vision for you. Then if it comes earlier, you are not discouraged. You are not taken on guard. That is exactly how it's supposed to be. Where's Reverend Elibo's voice note? He said one some time ago. We glossed over it. He said another one now. It has not happened. What is the third one that is coming? We should have learned our lessons by now, that when it comes to the Grand Ecosystem, predictions are to be done with precision and wisdom. If possible, don't predict at all. I've said it countless and countless times, including OSIM, including Madam Ngozi Israel, including Kendro. You don't have to give so date. We're working over it. It's going to come soon. God will make it to come, and that right early. But the processes are in top gear. You've passed your message, and that is all there is to it. People are in expectation, fine. But certain timeline is more devastating. See the number of people that had to go to the hospital. It's not funny. No, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. Also, I don't know what else to say, but honestly, let the will of God be done. Whatever excuse right now are not so much of an excuse. There are things that we already preempted that possibly might come. And we're just praying for grace to hold on until the very end, especially for those who are suffering or those who couldn't afford their hospital bills or their house rent bills and the rest of them like that. Just for the sake of them, let these days be shortened. Let these days be shortened. Yes. All right. So I just felt it was necessary for me to take these questions and we still have a lot of them, but some of them have been answered, especially based on the system breakdown. They've all been answered in one piece, so there's no point glossing over everything again.